Today is a very exciting episode of Palm Sims because we are furnishing the last family's apartment in the Outer Circle apartments. A few people are asking if it's the end of Palm Sims, and definitely not. We have a lot scheduled. We still have other apartments to do, celebrities, mansions, cast videos, gameplay. So there is a lot planned for Palm Sims, so stay tuned. But before we get started with the video, I want to say a big thank you to ELGATO for sending me some goodies to improve my setup. I am using the ELGATO Wave 3 mic and the ring light, so all the links will be down below, but thank you very much to them. But without further ado, let's get into furnishing. So, welcome to Palm Sims, a rebuild of Del Sol Valley, and we are currently working on the Outer Circle apartments here. Check out the previous videos if you haven't already. We have furnished 5 out of 6 apartments, and today we are on our final one. This is the couple that we are focusing on today, Amy and Alvin Frey. They are performers, either magicians or in the circus. We haven't yet defined it, but yeah, we made them in cast in the last episode, so feel free to check that out. Basically, we wanted their style to be quite quirky and fun and colorful, and I'm gonna try to use as many objects from the movie hangout, cool kitchen, and paranormal today. Those are the 3 focuses, and maybe nifty knitting. I feel like I've slightly neglected those packs, so that is gonna be the goal for today. This is their apartment up here. So we have 2 bedrooms, which we are gonna turn one into their office / performing room, and then we have a fairly large kitchen, dining, lounge space. I don't want to use the same floor plan as down here. I want to switch it up a little bit, so I'm thinking maybe we do the kitchen in this area here. I would imagine they're not the best cooks, so it doesn't need to be that big, with a dining table kind of here, and then here we do a lounge. So let me go and find a few wallpapers and I'll be right back. Okay, so I am back and I've gone ahead and kind of made a plan for the apartment and picked out the wallpapers and flooring. So you might be wondering, what on earth is this over here? They are performers, so I did think it would be fun to give them a little bit of a performing area. Maybe we can consider this like a stage that they use to practice their shows. I've also added in this half wall because, as we said, we'll do the kitchen around here, and this just creates some kind of divide. So let's start with, I really want to start with this entertainment space back here, but I think we need to establish who they are first. So let's start with the kitchen. Before we start, I just went through and read some comments from the previous video, the cast video. Thank you so much to Evie, who suggested that we turn them into magicians. I think that's a brilliant idea. I can definitely see this space becoming a little bit of a magic room. And thank you to Kobe, who suggested we use a lot of the bowling day stuff. Both great ideas. Let's see what we can do with them. So for kitchen, we obviously want this space to be colorful and vibrant. I really want to filter by colors. I'm thinking yellow, orange, blue. That's gonna be the color scheme in this room. Okay, I'm kind of liking where this color scheme here is going with the light wood and the light blue cabinets. So let's use the country kitchen for this. Never mind, we are going with green instead. I'm gonna do 2 cabinets on the other side, and then in this corner here, I think a bin would fit perfectly. Okay, for kitchen appliances, I do want to add pops of color, of course. I'm thinking a yellow fridge could be interesting. Do we do the fridge there, or do we do it maybe in that corner? I like how open this other wall is. We could do it there. Ooh, we could do a curved piece here. Hang on. Yeah, that's better. Let's do something like this. So we'll add a curved piece, and then we can do the oven maybe here. I actually do want a slightly rundown looking oven. I'm thinking it could be fun to do, not that their place is run down, but maybe not the newest looking. We'll just do it in a neutral tone. On the other side, I definitely see them as coffee lovers. So let's get a coffee on here, and then we can move it around. There you go, like that. And then we will get maybe the tea rack and a few other clutter items. Okay, I've added this bookshelf here, a bunch of clutter, and now I'm gonna go over and organize it. Okay, and there you go. I just swapped around where the bookshelf was because this felt perfect for it. Organize the clutter. We have a few more things to add this side, and then I think the kitchen is pretty much done. Okay, in typical Emma way, I have just realized I've left no space for our Sims to actually be able to cook. So, I might have to add another counter, but I really don't know where. This looks so nice as it is now. Okay, I just Googled it, and apparently Sims can cook on corner cabinets. So I'm just gonna go and delete these items. Bit of a shame that it's so empty, but at least our Sims can eat. So I think this is pretty much done. We need some lights and maybe a carpet, and then let's move on. Okay, I quite like this one from the new pack because I enjoy the tassels. between this shade or the other one, or the yellow actually. Yeah, maybe the yellow. Let's do something a bit contrasty. Okay, good. I'm gonna add this really cool light from Eco Living. I don't actually think I've ever used it before, but it feels kind of industrial and it fits well with the vibe in here. Let's move on to the dining room, which will be here, and then the lounge. Okay, I really don't want to be using the same objects as Grumpy Nanny Smith because the vibe should be totally different, but this table from Paranormal I think fits in really, really well here. Maybe the dark blue, actually. Before I place the dining table, I think I want a quick layout of the lounge, so let me show you what I have in mind. Okay, we have this couch from Paranormal, which I obviously want to use. Do the TV stand in front, something like this from the bowling pack. Hang on, this could also be fun in here. Or this one from Paranormal. Oh, I think this is gonna be the winner. I've never used this either, of course, and I do like the floral design on top of it. But okay, 3 coffee table options. I'm just gonna stack them all on top of each other. Hang on, one more that I found that I've never used. This is from Movie Hangout, I think. For the TV, I kind of like something like this, like a chest of drawers. It looks really old-fashioned and kind of vintage. Let's do that in a lighter color and place a TV on top, maybe a bookshelf in the corner. Okay, so I've just created this feature wall here. So we've gone with the Paranormal paintings or artwork gallery wall, and this bookshelf from Cats and Dogs. I'm not entirely sure if I love this bookshelf yet. Let's pick a coffee table because this is a little bit distracting having all of them together. So let's try one at a time. The mirror one is cool. It has potential. I don't like this swatch, so it would have to be the gray swatch like this. And then lastly, we have this from Paranormal, which I really, really like. It's really bright and fun, but then we'd have to change the color of the couch. We could do it in white and then get a carpet. Okay, so here is the final result. We have gone with the Paranormal coffee table, and I've swapped out the Cats and Dogs bookshelf for a darker one. This is from Realm of Magic, and then this Get Famous rug. And it's called the Well-Traveled Rug, so it's perfect for them. So, okay, we'll go in and decorate that in a second, but we now have this space here. We'll do the dining room here, but as you walk in, it's a little bit of an empty space. So I'm thinking maybe we do a console table here and then maybe chairs here. I'm not sure, but let's try a few different options and then do the clutter after. Okay, so for this empty space here, we can either go with this cabinet from Laundry Day. It's a little bit lighter than what I wanted, but I thought it brings or matches well with the TV console table. Or we do Paranormal and we do this one here. That could be really fun in a different color swatch, but I like the pattern. Or something like this, which I think is really nice with the detail at the top. Or perhaps this is the winner. We have, hang on, let me show you what we have. Sorry, before I show you the others, I just found this crate in coffee tables, and I think it makes the perfect coffee table in the lounge. Okay, this is what I was thinking from Paranormal. See, something like this I would never use. It's way too bright and got a very specific style. But if it's gonna work for anybody, it's gonna work for Amy and Alfie. Should we see if we can make this work in here? I think it's gotta be red. So different to anything else I thought we would be using today. This also came with Paranormal. I think that could be fun, but I'm not sure what we could do with it. We could do it here instead of that bookshelf. Let's do that, and then we're bringing red to this side of the room as well. Okay, let's delete these. We are committing to the red cabinet. Okay, then I might do a carpet actually, but we definitely need some plants and then a little light on top of this coffee table. Okay, we have introduced another red item. This build is getting so colorful, but I'm really, really enjoying it. Okay, something like this is quite nice. This is custom content actually, but I really do like how it fits in the space. Let's try that, or one other option. This one from Movie Hangout, which I've sized down. We need more neutral base, maybe this one. This one feels the most like it complements the space the best. I'm thinking we do this one. Okay, then let's try to get maybe a carpet in here. We do the Laundry Day one, this one here, which doesn't really give any color, it's just texture. I'm thinking this is probably better, and I like the round shape of it for the round table. Cool, and then we do need a small doormat here. Okay, we're gonna do the doormat in blue to tie in the blue from the table. And is that it for this room in here? We could do a few more clutter pieces down here. There is a plant that I do like to do. Let me show you. This is from Movie Hangout, and for some reason it's under like decorations. I think it should be more under plants. Change the color. There you go. Nothing too bright. Okay, there we go. go, bit of clutter in that corner. We do need something on this coffee table. Should we do a tray or should we do books? Oh, we have a stack of cookery books. Should we try to do that on top of this fridge? I feel like they're not that into cooking, so maybe they've just neglected these books. This here is cool, this little glass jar. Maybe down here, I think that's fun. And then maybe on this coffee table, we just do some magazines. We can get a coat rack here, that would be perfect. Yeah, we can. And I think that is it for in here. I really, really like it. Oh, never mind, I completely neglected this wall. Oh, we need to do this crystal ball. We definitely need to do this crystal ball somewhere. Maybe let's do it in the bookshelf. There you go, that's fun. Okay, but we still need clutter here. So we can take the curtains from Paranormal, which I was definitely going to include. These ones. There you go, perfect. We are doing this little table here with some plants on it. We did give Amy a cat tattoo. We said she was a little bit of a cat lady at heart. Maybe she used to have cats in her hometown, or her family still have cats. So we're gonna give Amy this little cat sculpture. Okay, this room is definitely complete. We cannot add any more stuff or clutter. I'm very, very proud of myself for actually using this red cabinet. Would never ever have used it or even acknowledged it in the catalog, to be honest. Color palette is bright and fun, has their personality. So let's move on to the bathroom. Okay, we don't have much space to work with in this bathroom, so we're gonna do the toilet up against here, and then this is where the sink would be. Okay, and then the toilet will have to go in this tiny little area here. And then some decorations. So let's do that. Maybe let's do some storage above it. I also want to put this somewhere. Let's do that here maybe. And a towel rail. Maybe this one here. Not the most interesting, but it does the job. So moving on, let's go to their bedroom. Okay, so we've started by using these movie hangout curtains, slowly ticking off the list. I'm thinking we do the bed against this wall because we obviously have an arch on the other side, which is to enter their office. There are a lot of fun wardrobes in movie hangout. Like this one here comes in so many good swatches, but the dark brown I think is perfect because we already have a lot of color going on. Okay, so for the bed, why do I feel like we're gonna struggle with this bed? Every single episode of Palm Sims so far, I've really struggled with beds, so I hope this is a lot easier than how it has been. I imagine they don't have the neatest bed, which is why I'm kind of tempted to use one that slightly looks unmade. Have we already used this in Palm Sims? I cannot remember. Oh, we do. I think we use it for... Yeah, we use it for Iris here. Not that it really matters. I mean, you know what bed would be absolutely perfect for this room? Eco Living. It looks messy and unmade, even though it's made, and the wood tones match with the wardrobe, so this is the only time it's acceptable to use the Eco Living bed. Otherwise, I hate it. For bedside tables, we could do the crates again, although I think that... Oh no, maybe it's fun to do 2 crates. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do the 2 crates again. Let me turn the direction of this so they look a bit different. Yeah, I really like that actually. This apartment has a lot of character. We could either do artwork above the bed or some kind of mirror. Maybe we do the full-length mirror here actually and move that along. And then I'm gonna do some shoes and clutter down here. Let's go get that out. All right, there you go. 2 boxes on top of the wardrobe, some shoes. Ooh, I do wanna do a carpet in here. I wonder if I can find something from this pack. I liked this one. That's kind of nice with the dark blue and the white popping. Yeah, I really like that. The bed, I think, would be nice if we had a more of a... Oh, perfect. The red was throwing me off a little bit. Perfect. Good. Let's go with that. Then we need something to put on this wall. What did we do downstairs, actually? This is where Sharon practices her lines. She's an aspiring actress. Maybe we can do like a narrow cabinet with a mirror on top. I think that would be good. There you go. What about something like this? And then we can have some makeup products, beauty products. That's where they kind of both get ready. I'm not loving any more this painting. I changed my mind very quickly, but let's clutter up this room, get some lights, and then maybe we'll do that last. There you go. There's their clutter. I think we do need something above the bed, so let's try a few different options. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's got some animals on it, but maybe that, if we turn it into a map, could remind them of all of their circus days and the different routes that they've traveled as magicians, maybe something like that. Yes, that's really cool. And that they have it mapped out for how they've traveled over the years and all their different adventures. I love that. That's got a nice story. So that room is finished. This is their bedroom. It feels cozy. I really like it. We could obviously add some stuff here to their balcony, but to be honest, we don't have much space space out here. I wish I'd maybe made the balconies a little bigger. Maybe let's get out one chair or something, maybe something like this. Just put it facing the sun. So one of them gets to enjoy maybe fairy lights out here actually. A little bit more cozy, but that's really about all we have space for. Could do a plant behind the chair. There you go. That's it. That's their cozy outdoor area. Okay, so now on to the final room. This is the magician magic area. So this is where they practice their performances and their shows. I think we need some get famous items here. Maybe like a mic and some red curtains. Let's see what we have. I don't really ever do things like this, so I'm not too sure what items we have available, but let me go get a few things out. Okay, so Get Famous have some amazing items, and I have created a little bit of a performance area, which I think is perfect. This is exactly what they needed. So I added this red curtain above. We also have some props as if they are, I would say maybe they record some shows at home as well. That's why they have the stage. Maybe they record for TikTok. I don't know. I think we need a green wall behind them like this so that it can take them wherever they want to be. We've added a light, microphone, some stage marks, and a cart of electrical equipment. I think here we're gonna have to do a desk. We obviously don't have a computer anywhere else in the apartment, and a little getting ready area with a mirror. So let's go and do that at a desk. Okay, I've added a mirror. Now I'm going in to find a divider. I think that would be good to section it off from where they are working. Maybe something like this. That's good. And I would like to do a box of like their props for their shows. So maybe we'll have to do something there, but let's get a desk in here. Oh no, I guess we could do their props here. Okay, for desk, we're gonna use this one from Paranormal, bringing in the funkiness from the rest of the house. Ooh, this chair is really fun. We should have used this somewhere else in the house. I love that. So we'll put that here. We'll get them a computer and some equipment. And then here I think would be the perfect place for some storage. See, something like this I think would be good. I don't like all of the animations on it. That kind of ruins it, unfortunately. But something like this is how I would imagine they would store all of their props. But we can do a taller cabinet here. We actually have this one that came with Get Famous. I've just sized it down. I think that's probably the best thing I can find. I'm also gonna change the chair here to white just to match everything. And I think the wallpaper in here should probably change to something a little bit more neutral, maybe brick. Yeah, let's try brick. I would imagine it's a room they've slightly neglected in terms of decoration, so they've just gone with minimal and something that does the job. We can also change the mirrors. I think we have light up mirrors from Spa Day. Yes, these are much better. Let's do these two. And then I'm thinking we do posters or maybe a cork board or something, a mood board above here. And I'm also gonna pull out a few other props relevant to being a magician. I've added these garlands above here. I think that matches the color tones really well. Then maybe we do something like this, because this kind of gives me magician vibes. But I'm also thinking maybe we do this on their front door, or maybe on the front of their door to imply that like magicians live here. Should we do that? Yeah, that's good. Let's do that there. Maybe that's like the A-Team's logo. And I found these shiny draperies. We need these somewhere. And there you go. Cool. Okay, what else do we have? Okay, I'm gonna do this above here. Even though it looks a little kiddish or childish, I think they would use that space to pin things and maybe upcoming shows. I mean, we have a cork board. Maybe I'll do the cork board there, and that is where they actually pin upcoming shows and they take numbers for different things. Oh, this is good. Let's do this here. Maybe these are all the awards they've won for different shows. Let's go search the Realm of Magic and maybe vampires. Or maybe no, just Realm of Magic, and see if we can find anything else that could work. That crystal, that crystal didn't size down, so it looks like it's levitating, but that looks perfect. Okay, I'm also putting on bb.show hidden objects. Here you go, little things like this, potions of questionable contents, and crystals. Yeah, this is exactly what we needed. So we can use one of these. Let's put that down there. Oh, let's get the colorful one. That looks fun. Cool, yeah, that looks much better. I also want to see actually Batube. I think there was some good clutter items in that pack. Yeah, we have things like this, bottles. I really like how these look. Where can these go? There you go, things like this, if I size it down. These could be secret potions for their shows. And these things are cool. What is this? I probably should explore these packs even more, but this looks cool. Let's add this up here. I need to use the red shell for this, don't worry. Okay, I also thought to explore Strangerville for clutter items, and so many cool unidentified objects. All of these colorful, mysterious plant sculptures. And this poster here, love that. That gives me magician vibes. There's a few alien ones here, maybe just for fun, and the color scheme works well. Let's put that in. I'm gonna do a stack of paperwork on the floor down here. This is where maybe they have a bunch of invoices that they haven't sent yet. Some really good items in this pack. If you want to do a bit of storytelling, then it's definitely worth having a look through the bb.show hidden objects cheat and seeing if there's anything that maybe you haven't used before that could work well with your storyline. So I'm just going in with this carpet here. I think we need one. Do we actually? Hang on. Yeah, let's do it in the middle of the room. So that is it. That is the completed office space. I love this. This is this is where they have all their props and where they get ready for their shows. Here is the getting ready area. Here's a little bit more storage space. And then here is where they film and test all their shows. So that is it. That officially concludes our last apartment in the Outer Circle apartments. Crazy. It has taken several weeks, but honestly, every family has such a different vibe and personality. I especially love Amy and Alfie, to be honest. I really like how colorful and quirky and bold. But yeah, I think it came together really, really well. Stay tuned for next episode. We will be doing gameplay with this family. So gameplay with this family, and then we will move on to the next apartment block. And the next apartment block will be right here. So it's actually bigger, so we can do a bigger one. But yeah, that is Amy and Alfie. I also just realized everybody voted for the fishnet sleeves back. So I will do that for next episode. Amy will have fishnets by the time we do gameplay. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Stay tuned for next episode. We will be doing gameplay and we will be starting our next apartment block. So have a nice weekend and I will see you all in my next video.